most stunning places in the USA you should visit before you die. As one of the largest and most diverse countries in the world, the United States boasts an amazing amount of tourist destinations ranging from the skyscrapers of New York and Chicago, the natural wonders of Yellowstone and Alaska, to the sunny beaches of California, Florida, and Hawaii. With so many tourist attractions, it's tempting to list entire cities or even states, but in this top 11, I have tried to focus on specific attractions. The Grand Canyon. What can be said about the Grand Canyon that hasn't already been said? Formed over at least 5 million years as the Colorado River gradually cut its way through billions of years of Earth's geological history, this is perennially one of the top travel destinations in the country. And why wouldn't it be? It's dramatic and, more than anything else, totally gorgeous. What's even better is that you can enjoy it from the top or the bottom. Hire a donkey to help you get down to the bottom and then float along the river, or marvel at its grandeur from above. White House. The White House in Washington, D.C. is the official residence and office of the President of the United States. It was built between 1792 and 1800 and first used by President John Adams. After the 9/11 attacks, it has become more difficult to visit the White House, and today tours are available only for groups of 10 or more and must be requested up to 6 months in advance through your member of Congress or your country's U.S. ambassador. The Blue Ridge Parkway. The Blue Ridge Parkway, a scenic highway originally built to connect the Shenandoah National Park to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, has been the most visited unit of the National Park Service almost every year since the end of World War II. Even if you don't want to get off and hike the trails in the parks at either end of it, even a short drive on the highway will give you stunning views over the Appalachian Mountains, particularly among the Blue Ridge chain. For a really special experience, come in the fall and see the mountains lit with oranges and yellows. It's like they're on fire. Las Vegas Strip. The gambling mecca of the world, Las Vegas is situated in the midst of the southern Nevada desert landscape. Casinos can be found throughout Las Vegas, but the Strip, a stretch of Las Vegas Boulevard South, contains the most of them. It features giant mega casino hotels, decorated with lavish care and attention to detail to create a fantasy-like atmosphere. The casinos often have names and themes that evoke romance, mystery, and faraway destination. Chicago's Skyline. Windy or not, there's something really special about the Chicago skyline. This jewel of the Midwest rises up on the banks of Lake Michigan, now far eclipsing whatever expectations its founders could have had for it in 1833. This quintessentially American city, which on the ground may seem broken up into different neighborhoods and even languages, all comes together when you look at it from just a few miles along its north shore, reaching high and truly coming alive. Acadia National Park. Pine forests, grand views of the sea, and the closest geologic feature to a fjord on the East Coast are just a few things that make Acadia National Park such a stunningly beautiful spot. It's the oldest national park east of the Mississippi River, and nowadays about 2 million people a year visit it, and for good reason. The land of the park is spread out over several islands right off the coast of Maine, so there's plenty to explore. Florida Keys. The Florida Keys are a 120-mile-long chain of tropical islands curving around the base of the Florida Peninsula, connected to the mainland by a series of bridges. The most spectacular bridge, the 7-mile bridge in the Lower Keys, has been frequently used as a location for films including True Lies and Too Fast, Too Furious. US Highway 1, the overseas highway, runs from Key Largo, Isla Madora, Marathon, Lower Keys, and finally to Key West, the most distant and most famous island. Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park was the world's first national park, set aside in 1872 to preserve the vast number of geysers, hot springs, and other thermal areas. as well as to protect the incredible wildlife and rugged beauty of the area. Yellowstone lies on top of a gigantic hotspot where light, hot, molten mantle rock rises towards the surface. Subsequently, the park contains half of all the world's known geothermal features, with more than 10,000 examples of geysers and hot springs. In addition, black bears, grizzly bears, deer, elk, bison, and wolves can all be found within the park borders. The Grand Tetons National Park. Just miles away from the more famous and also very beautiful Yellowstone National Park, you'll find Grand Teton National Park. It encompasses the majority of the Teton Range and is named after the highest point, Grand Teton. This is a fascinating place for nature lovers, as the undisturbed ecosystem features hundreds of plants and animals that have been living there long before humans and are difficult to find elsewhere. It's especially exciting for trout fishers because it's the only place you can fish for the Snake River fine-spotted cutthroat trout. Niagara Falls. Situated between the state of New York and the province of Ontario, Niagara Falls is one of the most spectacular natural wonders on the North American continent. Niagara Falls is actually 3 different falls: the American Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. Horseshoe Falls is located on the Canadian side, while the other are located in New York. With more than 14 million visitors each year, it is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world. If you like this video, please do like and share it. We'd love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. To watch more related videos, don't forget to subscribe us.